Cardinals, Rams, 4:00, 4:05, I should say. Cooper Kupp is back, I think. Cooper Kupp is he's a guy again.
22 targets. What was it? 20 something targets.
Did he have that many targets? That's
It was a bananas amount of targets. It was like
and
a
a million
cornucopia.
targets, 21 targets,
There you go.
14 receptions, 110 yards, 1 touchdown for 32 points. That's
He
an
said,
insane
"Suck it,
amount.
Justin. I'm
He
going to be
did.
the MVP."
He did. He specifically said, "Justin on OUS, you suck." I think you're starting Cooper. I think you're starting Kyron. You have to start Marvin Harrison Jr. this week.
I think it's odd that you start a punt returner in your running back position, but I'm down for it. Kyron Williams is cool. I
That was
guess.
my joke for all of draft season is, man, I think it's really odd that you drafted a punt returner in the second round, but hey, you do you.
But we're going to see if that changes because we know the Rams like to change their running backs out of nowhere. So it could be the Blake Corum show at any time. We just don't know when. We just don't know when. And it's just we're going to have to monitor that situation. I truly do not still believe in Kyron Williams. I still don't think he's going to be a top 12 guy. But in this week, in week 2 against the Cardinals, he's going to have to be. I'm cautious about Greg Dortch. I think he's going to be good. Not great, not league winner, but it seemed like when the plays broke down, Kyler went to him and not Marvin Harrison. We all know the infamous play where Marvin was 20 yards wide open. He still went to Greg Dortch.
What do you think about Michael Wilson? He had 2 targets, 1 reception, but that 1 reception was a 5-yard touchdown. I'm not starting him for that.
Cool. Start Gesicki too, then, if you think that way. Cool.
There you go. Not starting Michael Wilson. Cautious about Greg Dortch. Steelers, Broncos.
Whoa, we forgot a main person.
Kyler Murray.
No.
Start Kyler Murray.
That's an easy one. Why do we not name James Conner as an auto start? The dude won't die. The dude won't go away.
That's true.
Go
19 points. Okay, I don't roster enough James Conner to know that he did really well, but I guess you're auto starting James Conner this week against the Rams defense. There's no Aaron Donald, so
yes,
that helps.
Always play. Everyone was like, "Oh, Benson's gonna do this," and no. Conner knows how to pass pro. Conner knows how to protect his quarterback, and Conner knows how to get the job done. It's not sexy. It's not fun, but it works.
So you're almost starting the entire Cardinals offense. The only players that you're not starting are definitely not Michael Wilson, and you're cautious about 11-point Greg Dortch.
I'm thinking about benching Marvin Harrison this week, but that's just me. But I understand why you wouldn't.
I feel like you can't yet.
If
he doesn't do anything, then I mean,
if I had better
that's true. I guess if you have I'll cautious him. If you have to start Marvin Harrison Jr. because you drafted him to be your wide receiver 1 or 2, you have
Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, or Brian Thomas Jr. Which one would you
Thomas
start?
Jr.
Me too. Simple.
I think Brian Thomas Jr. is the second target in Jacksonville behind Evan Ingram, which makes him wide receiver 1 in my opinion.
Me too. We agree.
Steelers, Broncos. I've
got to start Justin.
Justin Fields. Got to start Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's an auto start.
You have, if you're starting Fields, I think you have to start Pickens as well. I forgot a player on here.
And Najee Harris. You forgot Jalen Warren. And you got to start Jalen Harris or Jalen Harris. I put them together. If you could just mix Jalen Warren and Najee Harris together,
you'd have the best running back.
There we go. Let's do it.
Like put them together. Like make them the same person. But
let's fuse them. Let's fuse Pokemon fusions. We can fuse people together all the time. Let's get Elon Musk. I bet you.
Make it happen.
Bet you someone. Anyway, Najee Harris is a must start for me, and I can't believe I actually sent out a trade offer for him in a league last night, and it's gross, but that's just the way their offense is going to run. They're going to utilize Najee Harris as much as they possibly can. It's disgusting. Why did you write out my boy Javonte Williams?
Because he's a bum and he's never been good in his life. 3 points last week.
Yeah.
Hit 8 carries. They're not giving him the ball. They gave Jaleel McLaughlin more carries with 10. But Jaleel McLaughlin at least had 5 receptions for 1 yard.
Jaleel's the guy.
1 yard. He had 5.8 points.
Okay, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not starting either of their running backs. In fact, I'm not starting anybody on the Broncos offense.
Oh, okay.
Including Courtland Sutton.
Read them all. Read them
It
all.
that's the thing. Do we need to read them? Because they're not factored. Like, nobody is starting these people. Nobody should be starting these people.
Someone's starting Sutton. Somebody is.
Okay. You should not be starting Sutton. I'm sorry.
Boom. Read them.
Look at what the Steelers defense did to Falcons last week.
Was that more on Kirk Cousins not being comfortable, or was that more on the Steelers defense?
So you expect Bo Nix to be better?
No, I don't expect him to be better. I'm just asking. Do you think that was? I'm asking you a question. Was that more of Kirk Cousins, or was that more of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense?
I think it could be a mixture of both. But if that's what the Steelers defense is doing to Kirk Cousins, though, I don't foresee Bo Nix outplaying Kirk Cousins 1 week later.
I can't wait till we get the Falcons game. I just can't wait.
Next up, Chiefs, Bengals. This is the game of the week. And in fact, Jamar Chase just said that he believes the Bengals are still the the best team in the AFC to make it to the Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs or the Bengals said that Xavier Worthy doesn't know how to do anything but run straight.
Run fast.
Oh, run fast?
Can't do anything else other than run fast.
All right.
So, dude is fast. Saw him do his 40 in person. He is fast. But okay, so in this game, I don't think T. Higgins is gonna play this week. By the way,
Neither do I.
so I don't think you're starting T. Higgins, but Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. Are you starting those two this week? Like,
I'm
you got
starting
to start
Chase.
Burrow, Chase, right?
I'm starting Chase. There ain't no way I'm starting Joe Burrow in any format. First off, I'm not rostering him anywhere. Second off, I don't think he has the upside right now with missing T. Higgins. And this is where people want to maybe come at me in a weird way. Missing T. Higgins is a big deal, guys. We saw it.
It's more than missing T. Higgins. You're also missing Tyler Boyd. You don't have a Tyler Boyd anymore.
You just stole my point, because I was going to say, if without T. Higgins, you don't have that Tyler Boyd clutch anymore. The crutch. You thought Jermaine Burton was going to be a thing, but he's not as of yet. Everyone thought this Andre, can't even pronounce this guy's last name, was going to be a thing. He clearly was not. T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are clearly missed with Joe Burrow. And I'm not saying Joe Burrow's a fraud, because I think he's an excellent quarterback. He just needs help. And I don't think his coach is helping him. Have you ever been happy with the way that offense is run, even when they were on full cylinders? No, because they were so slow. They're slow pace. They're always one of the slowest pace offenses in the league, which equals less plays, which equals less points. I just wish they would do something to speed it up and get in a rhythm. It felt like last week they were in no rhythm. They couldn't figure anything out. And I'm not going to panic and worry about them. But I'll tell you this, if you're highlighting Zach Moss right now, I think he's the key to victory moving forward, the whole running game. They need to get Zach Moss involved. I think he's a must start. I like Zach Moss. I've always liked Zach Moss over Zach Chase Brown. But there's a world where those two guys, if you sprinkle in Chase Brown, just beat them up, man. Just run the ball down people's throat and then use Chase in a different way. Because I don't think they're going to do it on the air.
I had Zach highlighted because he did finish with 14 fantasy points last week. He only had 9 carries for 44 yards, almost averaging 5 yards a carry, which is actually pretty solid. But he got a touchdown, so that helps him. Without that touchdown, he's looking at 8 points. He is involved in the passing game with 4 targets, 2 receptions, so that does look good. He's being valued more than Chase Brown is in that offense, which is what we said at the start of the season, is that Zach Moss will lead this offense to start. Chase Brown might take it over, but I think if Zach Moss keeps a foot on it, he's going to keep that job. Flip side, Chiefs, you're starting Mahomes, you're starting Rice, you're starting Kelsey, you're starting Pacheco.
Yep.
Are you starting Worthy this week?
Nope.
Or are you cautious about Worthy?
Cautious. I'm cautious. I'm still starting Worthy if I have to, just because in some dynasty leagues I just have to. But
and that's what cautious is. I'm worried about him, but if I have to start him, I'm going to start him.
And he has the potential. We saw it last week on 3 touches to score a bajillion points. And he has that potential week after week after week. He's not like a Mecole Hardman or guys in the past where it's like, oh, man, is this guy really good? Or is this guy worth anything? No, he is a playmaker, and I think he looked like a professional football player. That being said, are they even going to utilize him the way he's supposed to be utilized? You have Rashee Rice slipping into that Travis Kelce role, which more people will jump on this bandwagon as they watch football. He's running Travis Kelce's routes. Travis Kelce's more taking a back end selection. I'm more cautious of Travis Kelce than anyone on this team. I want to see him get involved. He's a must start. You drafted him to, but I'm very cautious. But I'm still starting him without caution.
Do you think
But
Travis Kelce is going to have that Kyle Pitts effect of we had last year? Like at a certain point, we were like, okay, like you can drop Travis Kelce.
I don't think it'll ever get to that point. I hope not, at least. But I'm getting to the point where I don't expect 20-point games anymore. I
That's fair.
expect 15-point games.
And that
He's
still puts you top 5 tight end
Yep.
in the league. So
Yeah, I expect him. If I get 12,
15
15 points
points
out of
would have been
Kelsey,
tight end 2 last week. So
it used to be we wanted 40, 30, 25 out of Kelsey. Now we're temporary expectations on to 15. Because to be fair, they didn't have a Rashi Rice for the past couple of years or Xavier Worthy. They just had a bunch of Christian Watsons and Christian Watson. Is that one guy? Is it
Juju,
Justin Watson? Justin Watson.
Justin Watson,
And
Juju,
Juju and a bunch of bums.
I
Sky
mean,
Moore, Kadarius Toney. Like now they
Tyreek
have real
Hill.
playmakers. Yeah. Well, Tyreek. Well, when Tyreek was there, they didn't have anyone else. They had Tyreek and Kelsey.
Yeah.